What's going on, everyone? Jake, the MMA dad. Hey, we're rolling right along with these reactions tonight. We're 2 in, we're about to start our 3rd one. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do. Y'all are awesome. Shouts out to Hangover Gang, shouts out to Creek Squad, shouts out to the YouTube community, and a big shout out and thank you to all of our veterans, both prior serving and continuously serving. I love each and every one of you guys. So I reacted to a Struggle Jennings song already, and I'm a fan. I need to check out. Somebody said that there's a documentary slash video on Struggle Jennings, like, come up and the things that he's had to overcome, and I really want to check that out. Seems like a guy that I would love to hang out with, so I'm excited to get into this one. Somebody told this one it has more to do with his kids. I'm a father. Anytime I can find a song that has something to do with, like, that it's gonna remind you or help you bond with your kids or anything like that, I want to listen to it. This one's called Hush. So I was in the comments, I was saying I love songs that have to do with children. My 9-year-old, who's my oldest biological daughter, she's been singing Daddy's Girl by Red Savine for, man, as long as I can remember. I used to sing that song to her, and yeah, I love songs like that. So I'm guessing that's what this is. They said it's more about his kids, but we're gonna get into it. So this is Struggle Jennings and Caitlynne Curtis, Hush. Let's get into this and see what Struggle is talking about. I see he's got some kids under his arm, so let's get into it.
Hush now, baby, dry your eyes. Everything's alright. Stronger than you even realize. You'll find your powers on the inside.
Daddy moving like a Cosa Nostra, baby, hold me closer. Watch the holster, got a loaded toaster on a wanted poster. Holy Ghost always kept me kosher. Man of God with the devil's grin. Found my heaven after hell of sin. Bad boys will make better men, but you already better than I ever been. I'm a better father than I was a son. Black sheep, but wasn't never shunned. Green eyes with a silver tongue, and when I went to prison, mama wasn't stunned. Not a one and done. I went back and forth at my mama's ass in and out of court. Unruly came unraveled. I won't give directions to the road I travel. See my mistakes and don't make the same. You'll lose it all for the sake of gain. Get your money, never take the fame. You can change your play, but can't change your game. You can change your play, but can't change your game. Get your money, never take the fame. You'll lose it all for the sake of gain. See my mistakes and don't make the same.
Hush now, baby, dry your eyes. Everything's alright. You're stronger than you even realize. You'll find your power on the inside. Shine your light, it's diamond bright. Raise your head up high. You're stronger than you even realize. You'll find your power on the inside.
Okay, I love this so far. So, and that's big man talk, right? When you can realize the mistakes that you've made in your past, and you can own those mistakes, and you can take that, learn from it, grow from it, and become better because of it, right? I think I've said it in another video. I'm pretty sure I've said it in the comments. You can't have a comeback without a setback, right? Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody. There's no saints walking around. We are human, right? We are sinners by nature. We're gonna make mistakes. It's part of life, okay? But the real test is, when you make those mistakes, do you get better from those mistakes? And do you make other people better because you learn from your mistakes, right? So it's one thing to say, okay, I made a mistake and I'm gonna get better. but you're taking it up a notch when you're taking what made you a better person, and you're also turning that around to help make other people better people, right? And that oftentimes takes a lot of courage. A lot of people are not willing to admit their baggage, their skeletons, their ghosts, however you want to say it. A lot of people are not willing to admit and own up to their mistakes and their past. And Struggle is not only is he admitting it, right? He's admitting it, to use an old head term, he's admitting it on wax, right? So he's putting this down. This is gonna live forever, but he's using it to help make his kids' life better, right? He's trying to tell his kids, don't make the same mistakes that I did. Learn from what I did, because I learned from what I did, and I don't want you making those same mistakes. But because he's willing to put it out here so publicly, and because he's willing to put it on something that's going to live forever, how many people are going to hear this song and get the message, and it's going to click for them because maybe they look up to Struggle, maybe they love his music and this, that, and another, and then for whatever reason, because he decided to put this down and he decided to share this with the world, how many people are going to hear this and it's going to click, and they're going to be like, I need to get my act together. That's big man stuff. That's big man stuff. I love it.
The only daddy that'll walk the line, yeah, I'm a rambling man, baby, all in time. I'ma make it home and I'ma make it fine. That's what I said when I was doing time. On that prison phone, had to stand in line, had to polish up so I could get the shine. I took that oath to make the promise stick, family over everything, then a dick. Ride or die, yeah, I got you six. Protect your heart with this iron fist. I'll never dip like my daddy did. You give me every reason that I got to live. Never buckle, never fold in pressure. If you wanna fly, you gotta show them fellas. Real men are never hit on women, so never settle or daddy kill them. Go for feelings, lead with your heart. You can write your script if you play your part. Stand for love, don't fall for hate. Faith and work, that's all it takes. I said faith and work, that's all it takes. Baby, stand for love, never fall for hate. You can write your script if you play your part. Go with your feelings, lead with your heart.
Hush now, baby, dry your eyes. Everything's alright. You're stronger than you even realize. You'll find your power on the inside. Shine your light, it's diamond bright. Raise your head up high. You're stronger than you even realize. You'll find your power on the inside. Hush now, baby, dry your eyes. Everything's alright. Stronger than you even realize. You'll find your power on the inside. Shine your light, it's diamond bright. Raise your head up high. You're stronger than you even realize.
Beautiful.
You'll find your power on the inside.
It's at 6. Okay. First of all, shouts out to Struggle Jennings. I love that song. I love the message behind that song. I love the way it sounds. Caitlynne Curtis was beautiful on that hook. And then, so somebody in the comments, said he had a lot of kids, right? He had 6 there. So I have 3 that are mine biologically. I have a 9-year-old girl, and then I have 7-year-old twins, a boy and a girl, from my previous marriage. Also, during my previous marriage, I adopted my ex-wife's 2 older daughters as well. And my new wife that I have, she herself is amazing, and she has 2 amazing kids. She has a 13-year-old boy, and she has an 8-year-old daughter. And the way I look at it is they're all my kids, and I love every single one of them. They all have their own uniqueness, their own personalities, and I love it. And so I know all about, Struggle having 6 kids. That puts me at 7. I'm right there with you, man. And Kids are a blessing, and it's our job to make sure that we do the best that we can for our kids, and that we do the best to teach them, to set them up for what's to come in life. You know, my dad being special forces and being gone all the time, and then when he and my mom split up and we moved from Fort Campbell, Kentucky out to Las Vegas because my mom's parents, my grandparents were out there. My grandfather was in the Carpenters Union and building the casinos, and my mom having to work multiple jobs, and you know, my grandparents doing such an amazing job of helping raising me and my brother. It's something that when my dad came back into my life, you know, he told me something, and I tell my kids the same thing because it made so much sense to me. He said, I'm never gonna crank on you, but if I say it's not a good idea, it's probably not a good idea, and I probably know that because I myself have done something similar or that exact same thing, and I'm telling you from experience, it's not gonna work out well. And that's kind of the approach I take with my kids. You know, I try to help them understand that I have faults. I'm like everybody else. I learned from them, I grew from them, and I don't want to see them have to make the same mistakes. They're going to make their own mistakes. So I love that song, man. I love that message. It's amazing to get to see him on there with his kids. His kids are going to remember that for the rest of their lives. I mean, it's going to be here. And mad respect to Struggle Jennings for that. I would love maybe one of these days to get to have a conversation with him and just share some stuff, dad to dad. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. Go follow Struggle Jennings. Go follow Caitlynne Curtis and show them some support, guys. That's what doing these reactions is all about. It's just bringing attention to these amazing independent artists, getting their message out there to as many people as possible. I'm a very small channel, but I have a lot of people around me, not in the internet world, and I'm working on spreading these artists to them, and I love hanging out with you guys. So that being said, guys, I'm gonna try not to ramble. We're gonna move on to the next one, but I love this. Shouts out to Struggle. See you guys there.